Skate is officially back and it has a ton of brand new features, but we are checking out 10 new core gameplay features that improve the game tremendously. Now these 10 new features, they weren't available in the previous games. You couldn't get them in Skate 1, 2, and 3, but they are already implemented into Skate 2025. And for those that don't already know, Skate is available for everybody to download on September 16th, 2025. And first up on the list, we got 360 and infinite reverts. This is something I'm excited for because 360 reverts are one of my favorite things to do in real life when I'm just flowing around a park. So I'm stoked to see these have been added into the game the correct way. Now technically, you could finesse a 360 revert in Skate 3, but it wasn't part of the core gameplay mechanic like it is now. And like I said, these are also infinite. You don't have to just do 360 reverts. If you want to do a 1080 revert nose manual down a ramp, you can do that. It's your game. You can play however you want to play. Nothing's stopping you. If you want to go the realistic route, just a nice little 360 revert, add a little steez, go ahead. But if you want to do one of these 1080 reverts, it's all doable. Now onto one of my next favorite things, no complies have been updated tremendously. Man, they made these look so much better. You trigger them the same way that you would in Skate 3, a Mongo push, and then you just pop an ollie, but they no longer pop straight up. As you can see, no complies are now no comply 180s. These just add a whole lot of style to the game, give you a lot of options to mix it up, especially if you're trying to find a trick to do in the middle of a line. These work perfectly, especially on flat ground. You can revert these into 360s. You can do no comply 180 rewinds, but you can also take these off of ledges, off some stairs, onto a rail, off a ramp, into some banks. Literally just whatever you want to do, it's all there for you. Number 3 is slow and fast flip tricks, and this was probably the most requested mechanic from the players to be added into Skate. It's probably the most self-explanatory mechanic that they added into the game. But if you flick your trick slowly, then the trick will be done slowly. And if you flick your trick fast, you guessed it, it will be done fast. And like I said earlier, this is one of the best features that was added into the game, but it looks really, really good with flat ground 360 flips because it keeps them quick and low to the ground, adding a lot of realism to it for those realistic players like the way I like to play most of the time. So if that's the way you like to play, this is a great feature for you. Before the next thing on the list, it's probably the best time to mention that Skate is still in early access. Not everything looks perfect right now, but it's being worked on consistently. With that being said, lip tricks, or stalls if you want to call them stalls, and transition grinding has been added into Skate. These are really easy to get going and they work the same way for the stalls and the grinds. As you're approaching the top of the ramp, just pull back on the left stick before you reach the coping and you will initiate your grind or stall. The only difference is for the grinds, make sure you're coming up at an angle, and for the stalls, make sure you're coming at the ramp straight on. They're really effortless. It takes a minute to get used to. You just have to make sure you have the right amount of speed. Number 5 on the list, grinding is finally infinite, and this is something I asked for so many times during the playtest when I was submitting my feedback, and I'm sure a bunch of other people were asking for it because it actually got implemented into the game. If you remember in all the previous EA Skate titles, no matter where you were doing a grind or slide at, any ledge, you would fall off after a certain amount of time. That no longer happens. You can do the longest slide in the world. Now your real concern is figuring out how to get enough speed in order to pull that off. Number 6 on the list is another infinite one. Flip tricks and shove-its are now infinite, but this does not apply for every flip trick in the game, at least not yet. Currently, you can do infinite flips for kick flips, heel flips, frontside, backside shove-its, tray flips, and laser flips in all 4 stances. And even though you're probably not going to be doing 5-flip kick flips all that often, this feature is really great for things like 540 shove-its and 720 flips. But I really do hope that we see this get expanded with other tricks like varials, so we can do things like 360 double flips as well, but we'll see. This one is really quick, but number 7, slappies are in the game. This is a great way to add a little bit of style into your line, and all you gotta do is angle yourself at a curb or a really low ledge, ride into it, pushing the right stick into the grind direction that you want to do. They're simple, they're fun, they're a great addition into the game, and now you can do grinds without having to pop, and I still can't do them in real life for some reason. Almost through this top 10 list, moving on to number 8, rotating your grinds. This is a super easy thing to do. It's a lot of fun, but when you're doing any grind or slide, All you got to do is rotate the right stick around left, right, clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever you want to call it. It's a really easy thing to do, really easy way to add some style, some uniqueness to your clips, and I promise you're going to find yourself doing this a lot more than you think, because I didn't think I'd be doing it at all. This next one is different for sure. Some people love it, some people hate it, but you can now land your bails. The first thing I have to say about this is that I find myself doing it a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I'm one of those more realistic players. But again, this is Skate, and there's ways to be creative and have challenges that are on the more unrealistic side, and they really nailed it with this one. It's fun, it's creative, and you're going to find yourself doing it a lot more than you think, I promise. Now, on to number 10, and this is a great feature, but people don't want to hear it. It gets the most hate, the most negativity, the parkour, and the climbing, and I don't understand where all the hate comes from. The parkour, the front flips, the back flips, whatever, it's all optional. You don't have to do any of it if you don't want to. Everyone's acting like at some point in the game they're just gonna take the skateboard away and make it where you don't have a choice and you have to do things like what you're seeing in this clip right here, and that's not the case. Everyone's acting like we haven't been jumping off skyscrapers trying to land in dumpsters since 2009 when Skate 2 came out. But this game doesn't have any parkour challenges that require you to get rid of the skateboard or do any kind of free running course. It's just a choice. But I will say that I didn't think I would be doing any kind of flips or anything like that, but every time I'm off my board, I do catch myself doing a couple front flips, a couple back flips, because again, it's a video game. It's meant to have fun. It would be exactly the same thing if they just added climbing and the option to do flips in Skate 3. It wouldn't change anything about the game, it would just be an added on feature. And that's a wrap on this top 10 list, but overall Skate is on a great path. Don't let anyone's negative comments decide how you see this game. It's completely free to play. You can download it on September 16th. Form your own opinions on the game, and thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, I cover everything in the Skate game genre, so if you don't want to miss out on what's happening with Skate, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But you can also drop a like, that helps out way more than you might think. Do it! And leave a comment down below on what you think or what you want to see in the future of Skate. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.